So when you log into the course, this is what you should see. Now, you see up here's the menu. If you log in right now or when you log into your course, if you see this whole screen here, you're missing the menu. So make sure you have your menu because this is where everything is located. These are what I refer to as tabs. Okay, you have the course home tab, which is every time you log in, you should come to here. It's got your calendar. Okay, you can see right here, your first hard due date is the pretest on the 22nd of January. Right here it tells you what to work on next. You can even access your assignments, from here, and it goes right down the line, and you'll see, the pretest must be taken before you can do your work. All right, so I'm going to go back to the course home, and then it takes me back to the instructor home. I really don't want to go to the instructor home. I want to go back to the student home, but that's where it's just taking me. Because mine's different than yours, obviously. But that's one thing you can do here. Here is your browser check. And as you'll see in the syllabus here in a second, my math lab does not work well with Internet Explorer for whatever reason. It just doesn't. So there's some browser suggestions in the syllabus as to what you need to be using. I use Firefox. Other people use Chrome. The problem with Chrome, and I just found this out, and I've tried to redo mostly all my videos. I think they're all just about done, but it has apps, and I'm not a tech person, and I think sometimes some of the videos may not run properly on Chrome. So if you have trouble with the videos, which I'm going to show you here shortly, you may want to use a different browser. But that's something here, we'll talk about shortly. How to enter answers. I mean, oftentimes your work is counted wrong because of the way you type them in. And it's a bummer because you get frustrated and you're thinking you worked everything correctly, and it could be just the way you're typing it in. So I would take the time to watch the How to Enter Answers tutorial. Okay. So over here is will be your overall average and what you've submitted. Keep in mind that your grade at any point in time is based only on what you've completed. So even if you've missed 15 assignments, the way I have it set up is it's only graded on what you've done. If not, everybody would be flunking. You would look like you're failing the whole semester, and you really wouldn't know what your average is. So I only have it set up to where you are being graded on what you do. So for instance, if all you do is the pretest, you'll have 100 the whole semester until the end when I assign zeros to what you're missing, and then everything changes. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But there's your course home. You've been to the start here, hopefully, and saw the videos. The syllabus, it's got links. It's got my division dean, my coordinator, anyone, if you have trouble or have problems, you feel free to contact them. It's got my contact information, my office hours, Monday, Wednesday, 9 to 10 and 12:30 to 2. If you need a time other than that, let me know and we can try to work something out. Official course objectives, you can read through that. Here's the information about the browser. Chrome 15 or 16, Firefox 11 or up, or Safari 5.1. Internet Explorer, again, just does not work well. The book is online. I don't know if you can even find it anymore. Class policies, you just need to be logging in. Homework, okay, is 10% of your grade. Quizzes are 10% of your grade. We have supplemental instruction in 126. So some of you all, it's getting ready to go away because we've created a 96, but for the rest of this year, we're still going to be using it. So if you want to take a quiz on the third attempt and you've made below 80 on either attempt, you've got to do the supplemental instruction. It's optional for those that if you don't want to take the third attempt and you've made below 80. If you've made above 80, you don't have to worry about it. But that's just what that is for. We've got 4 exams, 3 in the final. Again, you must pass the final. If you do experience technical difficulties, I can give you 1 retake for technical difficulties. I will also give you 1 extension on missed the due date on a test. Okay. So keep that in mind. And you're going to forget 90% of what we talk about. So just print this off. So, you have a copy you can refer to in case you run into these situations. I want you to become an independent learner. That is part of my job too. Is not only teaching you math, but you need to figure out how to find things. So oftentimes I will point you to where you can find out the information, because most of it's posted in this class. So that's the deal with that. Now, the final exam must be proctored. So here you go. There's another reminder of that. I always review exams to assign full credit, partial credit, whatever is necessary based on the answers I see. You can read through the time expectations, but just remember, once you click on an exam, you've got to take it then, or your time will run out. Okay. Makeup late work. Okay. All late work, all homework. You can work the homework past the due date without me extending it, but it is subject to a 10% late penalty. Okay, here's the information about makeup work. I allow 1 exam or 1 extension on a due date for exams. No extensions for quizzes because I drop one of those anyway. Your course grade, that's how it's determined. The withdrawal policy, you can follow that link for more instructions on how to withdraw. We do have other college policies and resources. If you need an accommodation, please go to the link there. I cannot give you one without proper paperwork. And then here's just some other, gen ed competencies that you can feel free to read through that. And then your course outline. This is a rough outline. I do have more specific outline in the due dates document, which I'll show you here shortly. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Here's the instructor information. It's got pretty much the same info as my syllabus. That is my preferred method of contact, is through email. As I said on my syllabus, I will do my best to get back with you within 24 hours during the week. That 99% of the time happens. Weekends, you may have to wait a day or two. So please be patient. But do not, email me at 1 in the morning, panicking, and expect me to get back with you by 2 in the morning. Okay, I'm sleeping. So if you're getting back to me late at night, you're just going to have to wait till the next day, and I will get back to you. And if there's a problem, I'll fix it. Okay, so try not to panic too much. This section here is the information about the proctored final exam. So if you ask me about it, I'm going to refer you to this section, because I've written down everything I feel gives you enough information. I've got links to testing centers. I got links to the BCTC testing center, the other 16 colleges or 15 colleges. Their websites are available if you go to this link. And then ProctorU, which allows you to take your exam at home as long as you have a webcam. And then you got to pay extra for it. Okay. So I will remind you to look through here as we get to the end of the semester. So here is your due dates document. You can click on that. It should open in a new window or as a Word document. And these have all the specific dates for when things are due. Now, even though this says chapters 1, 6, blah, 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 doesn't mean we do all chapter 1 and chapter 6. It just means the topics that were on your syllabus, that's where they're coming from. So don't go in and start randomly working stuff from chapters 1 and 6. Follow the structure I've laid out for you. But that's your information. Again, remember, you must get a proctor for the final exam. You must pass the final exam. Work ahead. Okay? Don't procrastinate. That's the biggest mistake students make, is they wait till the last 2 or 3 days to try to do, 6 or 7 topics. The tutoring information, hopefully that'll be up soon. There's Brain Fuse, which you can access through Blackboard. That is online tutoring through KCTCS. So, and here are instructions on how to get there. So you can click on that. The class notes and videos. Now, this stuff, you can't see some of this stuff. Don't worry about it. You're not supposed to see it. But, you know, what I've got here is I've got videos. Some of them are mine. Some of them are created by other people that taught this course. You know, you may prefer the way I explain things. You may prefer the way the other person explains things. I've converted most of them to YouTube videos. Like I said, I haven't done all of them, but I've converted most of them. So you hopefully won't have problems opening them up. But sometimes if you do, it could be if you're using Chrome. If you're still having problems, sometimes you can save the link, right-click and save it, or open it in a new tab, whatever. And if it still doesn't work, let me know. But oftentimes things that sometimes they get corrupted. I don't know what that means. Like I said, I'm not a tech person, but they get corrupted. But watch them. You know, they're helpful, I think. Some of them may not be, but they're helpful. Then here's some sample, you know, texted, typed examples as well. So we have videos for every topic that we cover in the class. You know, you go right on through and you know, hopefully they help you. That's what they're there for. So don't forget to watch those when you get stuck. Your homework. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. So again, here's your homework. It goes right in order of what things are due. You got practice exam, then you got exam 1. You got your due dates here. So really, there's not many excuses to not know when things are due. You've got several areas to know that, but you got to stay on top of things. Again, the reason why I think many people fail this class or aren't successful as they want to be is they don't stay on top of things. You know, they put things off. It's real easy to do online. It's not for everybody. You've really got to be self-motivated. So, you know, just go through here, structure yourself. Here's the quizzes and exams. But really, you can go up here at any point in time, and you can just click to show all assignments. And that really gives you a good way to say, okay, this is all the stuff I got to do in sequential order. Okay, and again, the supplementals, you know, they are optional and only if you want the third attempt on a quiz and if you've made below 80 on the first 2 attempts. Okay, so that may be a little confusing, but this is only for, you know, those that want to take a third attempt and have made below 80. And if you try to click on it or try to take quiz 3, it'll tell you. Okay, while we're here at the homework, I want to kind of show you some areas for help. Okay. Now, I can continue because I'm the instructor. But, you know, you're going to come up here and you're going to see all your homework questions. Now, I click on question 1. And this is what I get. And so this is, again, where you watch the how to enter answers. So things can help you. You know, you can help know how to type stuff in. But you got solve and check your solution. Now, if you ever get stuck on stuff, most of the questions, not all of them, because some of them were created by the faculty at the BCTC, but they have a help me solve this where it'll take you step by step through the problem. But you'll have to work another one. View an example will show you something similar to it. It'll take you to the videos, the textbook videos, not my videos, but the textbook videos. It'll take you to the textbook section of where this problem comes from. And then you can also email me, Ask My Instructor. So you can click on the Ask My Instructor and it's going to tell me the section, the question number, and then just type me a little, you know, message as to what you're stuck on so I can address it. Okay. So that's where some of your help is too, once you're in the question. Now, you know, you can leave your homework at any time and come back to it. You know, it may, you know, you can redo your homework as much as you want to get 100. Okay, that's the deal. Once you've completed all of it, you know, if you want to go in and rework the ones you missed, then it will say changes here, you can improve your score, da 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 da. So don't forget about that. Rework it as many times as you'd like, but you got to do the pretest before you can get your homework. Study plan. That's just kind of, if you want to do extra practice, you can go into the study plan, in whatever section you're having trouble with, and just look it up. You can go to all chapters, or you can go to 1.1 because that's the first section in the book, and practice. But do your extra practice on the homework I've assigned you. I mean, that's allows you to work it as much as you want anyway. So that's what I would do. But that's your choice. Your grade book, that's going to give you your grade. See, I've started one homework, so I've completed one, but I really haven't completed it. But it's down here. I can always review and see what I missed, and you can for your test as well. So you can go to your grade book once things are graded, and you can review. And it's going to take you to that assignment and show you what you missed. When you take tests, you can see what the correct answer was and what you gave, and maybe that will help you learn that as well. How do you drop the class? Okay, here's your information. We have a link, okay, for how you can drop. PeopleSoft, I do allow my students to drop in PeopleSoft. So, you can go there if you are familiar with that and drop it on your own at any time. Here is the ebook, chapter contents, all the way on down. Okay, you can go to chapter 1 and then broke down by the sections for what you need to find for maybe what you're struggling with. Always, and clicking on these tabs is not going to hurt anything. If you click on the wrong tab, it's not going to matter. Okay, and my mouse is having issues. All right. So you got tools for success. Okay, if you need a calculator tutorial, graphing calculator, look in there. Make sure for your calculator you do have a calculator that has the trig functions on it, sine, cosine, tangent. You need that. The multimedia library. This is where you can find videos, textbook, whatever you may need for any topic. So if you're still in chapter 1 and you're in, solving equations, and you can see what's available to you. There's no media resources available. Let's select all and find that again. There we go. Okay. All kinds of stuff available. Tutor services, that's through Pearson. I'm sure they've charged for that. And discussions, I really don't use that. So you can use that if you want to discuss with other students. And then course tools, you should see your email if you want to email me or somebody else. But don't forget, you can always email me through the Ask My Instructor. So that's kind of the course tour. It's not everything, and there may be things you're going to forget, but just always refer to it. If you get stuck on something, just refer to it. And maybe watch it again, or look at your syllabus. All right, so again, get busy. Get that pretest started. Just take it. I mean, it's nothing that you need to study for. Trust me. You just need to take it by January 22nd, or you get dropped from the course. No ifs, ands, or buts. I have no control of that. It's just something that we have to do for financial aid. So take that pretest. Don't wait. Get busy. If you just do 1 or 2 things a week, then you're doing really good. Okay, but if you wait till the last week to do all your homework, it's really not a way to be successful. So anyway, we'll be talking to you. Have a good rest of your day.